I'd like to bring up to the stage two very special associates of Youth for Tomorrow. Juliana Herback, she's going to lead us in the singing of the national anthem, followed by Pastor Denny Glesko, who's going to lead us in a word of prayer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Unless the Lord builds the house, those who labor, labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over that house, those who guard it, guard in vain. And I thank you for being the man of God and the child of God that you are. So I just want to personally applaud you and say thank you.
Each of you here tonight, you're a key player in this great team, an extraordinary team. You step forward to do what others don't so that others can accomplish what others can't. We are blessed tonight to have someone here, another leader, someone who has chosen to serve and to make a difference. The Honorable Glenn Youngkin, Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Few people understand the links between foster care, the need for a family, and human trafficking better than Youth for Tomorrow. Organizations like Youth for Tomorrow stand in the breach. They provide that emergency place for a child to go who has no place to go. Between where we are and where we know we must be is Youth for Tomorrow. And so thank you all for supporting this amazing organization. Because so many kids, so many families have hope, have help, and have a tomorrow.
It's beyond words how many people, how many lives you've touched, and I'm just humbled to be a part of it, and I'm grateful. And Coach Gibbs, of all the amazing draft picks you've had, I think Dr. Jones might be your best one.
As a young man who's committed to helping and being an example for military kids, he's done an awful lot of things in our community, a lot of great things. But one thing he has done for us, most certainly, has been a very good football player.
I just want to give a shout out to Coach Gibbs and the Youth for Tomorrow organization. As Coach Rivera said, I spent some time in the foster care system, lived in about 17 states growing up, so I moved all over this country. And I've seen firsthand what it's like for some of those kids out there. So whenever you run across an organization like this who really does it the right way, they don't do it for publicity, they don't do it to make money, but they really do to make a difference in young kids' lives. And I see it firsthand. So I just really love this organization.
On behalf of the children in the past, or the kids in the past, the kids that are going to come in the future, I just want to say that we are deeply grateful for your faithfulness. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, through your generous donations, $400,000 in the bid appeal, $121,000 in the live auction, over $500,000 in this room tonight through your donations. Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you.
The 122 children that are on campus at this very hour, and the thousands more the Lord is going to send our way in the future. Thank you so very much for your generosity.
Joe Gibbs has been the father for many, many people in many diverse walks of life over 80 years. But nowhere will his love and charity persist the way it will in the lives of these children and their families for generations to come.
Joe stands at the forefront of all of us in the chronicles of our history. There's no one like him, never will be another. There are kids today who are adults, who are mothers and fathers, who are wives and husbands, because this man had an idea. He lived it, and Joe, we still do.
Yes, there were 4 guys that sat down together. I remember the breakfast. And I came up with an idea. I said, let's build a youth home. I'm great at coming up with stuff. I just don't do it. So I told Don Meredith, do it. Okay, and so we took off. I get the credit for things, but honestly, it's other people that have given their heart and soul for these young people. And so the Hazels, the Pruitts, the Petersons, okay, you guys, the Wisers, Bob Weiser walked out of that property, everybody's buddies with my buddy Cecil. Those guys, I mean, they put that youth home on their back and they said, we're doing it. But just by being here tonight, you're supporting the youth home. This community, I just want to tell you, this community is unlike any other community in the world. I think only you guys and the way you do things and supporting a football team and step out for others, and this youth home wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this community.